3 ways to make fire without matches or a lighter. Being able to start a fire is an essential tool for surviving in the wilderness. When someone in your camping group drops the matches into the river or the lighter gets lost along the way, you may need to know how to start a fire using natural or household objects to create friction or magnify the sun. Method 1. Using batteries and steel wool. Step 1. Make a tinder nest out of any dry plant material that easily catches fire. You can use dry grass, leaves, small sticks, and bark. This nest will be used to create a flame out of the spark you create with the battery and steel wool. Step 2. Find a battery and locate the battery terminals. The terminals are the two circular receiving prongs located on the top of the battery. Any battery voltage will work, but 9-volt batteries will ignite the quickest. Step 3. Take your steel wool and rub it on the battery terminals. The finer the steel wool, the better for this process. Step 4. Continue to create friction by rubbing the steel wool on the batteries. This process works by creating a current through the tiny steel wire that then heat up and ignite. Step 5. Blow gently on the steel wool as it starts to glow. This helps nurture the flame and encourages it to spread. Step 6. Once the steel wool is glowing brightly, transfer the steel wool to your tinder nest quickly, continuing to blow lightly on the nest until the tinder ignites, creating a flame. Step 7. Add increasingly larger pieces of dry wood to build your fire once the tinder nest has ignited into a flame, and enjoy your fire. Method 2. Using flint and steel. Step 1. Again, build a tinder nest using dry plant material. Step 2. Take your flint rock or a rock that emits sparks and hold it between your thumb and forefinger. Allow about 2 or 3 inches of flint to extend past your grasp. Step 3. Grab a piece of char cloth between your thumb and the flint. Char cloths are small squares of cloth into easily combustible charcoal pieces. If you do not have any char cloth on hand, you can also use lightweight tree fungus. Step 4. Take the back of a steel striker or the back of a knife blade and quickly scrape the steel against the flint. Step 5. Catch the sparks with your char cloth and continue the process until the cloth glows like an ember. Char cloths are specifically designed to hold a glow without catching fire. Step 6. Transfer the glowing char cloth to your tinder nest and gently blow on it to induce a flame. Step 7. Begin to add increasingly larger pieces of a wood to grow your flame into a fire. Method 3. Using a magnifying glass. Step 1. Notice whether or not there is enough sunlight to create a fire using this method. You generally need the sun to be unobstructed by clouds in order to utilize it with your magnifying glass. Step 2. Build a tinder nest out of any dry material and set it on the ground. Step 3. Tilt the lens toward the sun until the lens creates a small circle of focused light on the tinder nest. You will probably have to test out holding the lens at different angles to create the most focused beam of light possible. Step 4. Hold the lens in place until the tinder begins to smoke and flame. Blow lightly on the tinder nest to nurture the flame. Step 5. Begin to add increasingly larger pieces of dry wood to your tinder to create the fire size you desire.